Human beings have always competed. Even back in the Unga Bunga days, we would compete for food, shelter, and who got to smash the big titty goth Neanderthal. Video games have been around for almost 70 years now, but one can argue that competitive games have existed for way longer than that. Board games have been around for way longer than conventional video games. Chess, for instance, is around 1500 years old, which is almost as old as your mother. Because of this innate human urge to compete, we were bound to get video games that were built solely around competition. Games like this have created communities of dedicated players who play consistently in order to be in the top ranks of their preferred game. However, not everyone makes it to the top ranks. There are two main reasons for this. Either you just suck big massive balls and should get good, or you simply do not care about your rank and only play for fun, which is fine. In this video, I'll do my best to try to explain to you why you suck big fat schmungus balls at video games and what you can do in order to improve. Okay, before the video begins, I'm sure some of you will go digging to find out that I am Plat 4 currently and Diamond 5 peak in support in Overwatch and Silver in DPS. I mean, it's fine if you don't take my words as seriously as I'd like you to, but I'm just saying things that helped me get out of being hard stuck in lower ranks. Well, except for DPS and Overwatch, but that's whatever. Alright, now for disclaimer number 2. I have no friends, so I solo queued from unranked all the way up to Diamond 5, then D-ranked all the way down to Plat 4. Therefore, some of my tips will be of better use to those who are also solo queuing. Finally, disclaimer number 3. The competitive game I have a lot of experience with is Overwatch 2, so that game will be referenced a lot. Now for the reason you're here. Why are you stuck in low ranks? Now for the reason you're here. Why are you stuck in low ranks? Starting with the first reason. Now this only applies for those of you who play, and it is to stop blaming / flaming your teammates. My goodness, so many of you are so quick to see your teammate make one bad play and then go on and on about how bad a play they made for the whole game. Like, think about it. Your tank just fed and got melted, or they made a bad play by accident. You now rightfully tell them, hey, that was a bad play. What you don't do is say, you fucking piece of shit trash player, L-tank, L-brain, not even know I could carry these fucking animals. You see, the difference is the first statement may get the tank to think, and the second statement will piss off 80% of the people who will hear it. All you do by being mean to your teammate is make their morale low and cause them to play even worse because they are either mad or sad about what you said to them.
Well, NC, my teammates are actually playing like they're missing parts of their brain. What do I do then?
I never said there won't be times where your teammates are not playing badly. You will get the occasional 6 and 7 Echo who just does nothing but fly in straight lines and blasts randomly, missing all their shots. This does not mean that you start making fun of them. I mean, you should point out to them that their playstyle is not working and they should try something else. Another thing is that you can actually play well enough to make up for the slack of your teammates. You should always go into a match thinking of yourself as the carrier, constantly telling yourself, if I mess up, we will lose the entire game and it's all my fault and I'm a fat fuck. Okay, maybe you shouldn't take it to that level, but you should always be trying your best to carry your team to victory. To further add to this point, take accountability. Stop looking outwards for mistakes that were made. Sometimes the mistakes that cost the team the game were your own. You keep losing because you're too focused on what your teammates are doing instead of focusing on what you should be doing. I'm gonna steal something from a YouTuber called Spilo. In one of his videos, he talks about ranking up and he coins an interesting phenomena. He called it rank entitlement. You see, you feel you deserve to be in Diamond when you were in Bronze, but ugh, if only I got better teammates. If only your teammates were better, then you can climb, right? Well, that's where you're wrong. You are in the rank you're in because that is the rank you're supposed to be in. There are no EOMM agents. Your teammates aren't always the issue. You deserve to be in Bronze Feet Liquor 69. I hope someone watching actually has that username. That would be so fucking funny. You believe you are supposed to be in a higher rank, and because of this, it makes you feel you are immune to error and can't see your own mistakes in order to improve. Now, the biggest mistake you're probably making is to make it this far into the video and not subscribe, so make sure you like, subscribe, and comment balls or I'm taking away your toes. I'm serious, I'm in your walls, Jonathan. The second reason you can't climb is you're probably not playing the right way. Okay, well, no shit, but let me explain. You load into a game which has different playstyles or different characters and you keep changing which one you want to play every game. If your goal is to have fun, then that is fine, but if you actually want to improve at your game of choice, then this is wrong. What you need to do is to look through your choices and pick a playstyle or character that is objectively easy. Then you use this in order to learn the fundamentals of the game. For instance, when I started playing Overwatch, I played Soldier 76 a lot, and that helped me get a better grasp at the fundamentals of Overwatch 2, such as positioning and cooldown management. Okay, now you're getting a grasp of the fundamentals, but you don't want to use that same playstyle or hero anymore. What you can do now is watch content creators who have done the hard work for you. For me, I watched a lot of Aspen, Sooshi, Skiesti, Purpzuki, and a lot of Rakattack. I watched them after playing a lot of Soldier and not really wanting to play DPS anymore, so I switched to the support role and wanted to play Ana, Juno, and Lifeweaver. Aspen is an ex-pro Overwatch player who played a lot of Juno when she first came out, and still does. Sooshi plays a lot of Ana. Skiesti is originally a Mercy main, but when Juno came out, she played a bunch of her, so I watched and learned from her as well. And Kyle was just the freaking GOAT, bro. Like, his proficiency in every hero he touches is insane. The point of you watching streamers or content creators who are already good at the game is to mimic what they are doing. But of course, it is not enough to just copy what they are doing. You should also know why they do certain things. I can't speak for all content creators on the app, of course, but the ones that I mentioned are always happy to answer questions on plays that they make. I mean, unless you were rude about it, then you won't get a bad response. You can simply watch them when they are live and ask them questions in chat and they will answer when they can. Obviously don't go into Rakattack's chart. Obviously don't go into Rakattack's chat and be barking at him to teach you how to play the game. They have no obligation to stop everything they are doing midstream, hold your hand, and explain every single thing they do. There are tons of YouTubers whose entire channels are dedicated to teaching you how to play a certain game. I just combined Kajor and Spilo, okay. Spilo and Kajor are good examples for Overwatch. For some games, there are even entire websites dedicated to teach you how to play the game. Teamfight Tactics, for example, is an auto battler and the only Riot game I will touch. There is a website called TFT Academy that can help teach you which comps are meta, which ones aren't, what items should go on what champion, explanations for what you should be doing in each round, and many, many more. Final reason why you can't climb? One word that a lot of you should be familiar with: doom queuing. What is doom queuing, you might ask? Well, you see, doom queuing is when you play a match, then you lose, and then you get mad or sad, then you queue up again, then you lose, then you play again and lose, and you keep losing and keep getting mad or sad until you are stuck in a loop. I am now going to explain this in Absolute Batman terms. Spoilers for Absolute Batman issues 9 to 14. So skip ahead if you don't want spoilers. For this analogy, I'm going to need you to imagine yourself as Absolute Batman and imagine Absolute Bane as your competitive game of choice. You see, Batman is trapped in a place called Ark M and needs to escape. Bane, though, won't let him go that easily. What does Batman do? He tries to brute force his way past Bane. He tries for months. I mean, it just keeps going. It goes for something like 6 months, honestly. And Bane, of course, overpowers him damn near every time. I mean, look at that thing. Batman eventually escapes by sheer luck, but the problem, Bane, still exists. So he comes up with something that Bane would never see coming, blowing him up with his own venom, with the help of Harley Quinn and Killer Croc. Why am I explaining it this way? Well, you see, Batman kept trying the same thing over and over again, and sure, it eventually worked, but it wasn't until he regrouped and thought of a proper plan of attack was he able to take down Bane for good. Many of you would be on a loss streak, be in a bad mood, and still queue. Can you eventually win a game this way? Statistically speaking, of course you can. Maybe even 2 or 3 games in a row. But this won't just magically fix you and then make you go on a win streak. Why do I say this? Well, none of your tactics worked. You simply just got lucky. When you start to notice you are on a loss streak, you need to do one of two things. Either you stop playing for the day, or you take a break and take a hard look at what you did wrong in all the games you are losing in order to see what you can do in order to change that. That was a very repetitive sentence. I'm sorry about that. The main problem a lot of us have is that we don't know when to stop playing the game. You lose a few games and get bummed out, which is fair, but then you keep on queuing while being bummed out, which helps no one but the enemy team. Knowing when to stop and have a break is a very good skill to have if you want to get good at anything, not just competitive games. Your mental state is the most important thing to you. Once you notice it slipping a little bit, then you should know it's time for a short break. Lastly, before this video ends, I leave you with one piece of advice. Just play the game. Try not to think too much about everything because that is where mistakes start, and from that, frustrations are born. Sometimes learn to stop and smell the roses. That Predscan Soldier and Mercy duo throwing your game and flirting in chat, or your tank who keeps doing stupid shit can be funny, and instead of flaming them you can laugh or make a joke about it and lighten up the mood of the lobby. I know that was 2 pieces of advice, but shut up, it's my video, not yours. Thank you so much for making it to the end of the video. Remember, if you enjoyed it, make sure you like, subscribe, and comment balls. I'm serious about taking toes, Jonathan. Alright, I hope you have a great day, and if you didn't or don't, then keep in mind that you survived one of your bad days. Also, watch the video being recommended on screen. Thank you very much. Alright, bye bye.